Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here. I wasn't going to do any more videos, but this one is just too big to forget. Well, it says, breaking exclusive, Pelosi Democrats changed House rules on impeachment on the day the whistleblower complaint filed, pulled authority away from full House. This is the part you need to, that's new. And so what it sounds like is that I don't see how they did this, but the constitutional, checks and balances to have the whole House vote on impeachment. It seems that somehow they wrote into law and changed that and got it done. Now we know that Pelosi, Pencil Neck, Schiff, and many others, including Biden, but many more than that, are being investigated by Bill Barr and John Durham, and we know that they went to Italy. We know that he's talking and also with Ukrainian government and also Australia and many governments. Okay, so they are treading in deep water. The Democrats, they're very nervous about going to jail and prison now. Okay, so they pulled out all the stops and they decided to try and change the rules so that only the House Judiciary Committee can control an impeachment. And of course, since they're the majority party, that's them only. As Joe Hopp reported earlier today, the House impeachment rules were updated on August 12, 2019. This is the exact same day that the partisan CIA whistleblower filed his complaint. Now, we know that Trump administration, not that one I wanted to show you, the Trump administration told him to pound sand, will not cooperate with impeachment probe because you do not have a vote in the House to even start it. Okay? So, this all just happened today, too. Today, they just formally gave them that pound sand, won't cooperate with impeachment probe, illegitimate. But then we have this. The conservative treehouse reported on this last night. As noted, the impeachment process document was updated on August 12th, behind everyone's back. If anything's going to cause a civil war, it would be something like this and a real impeachment. Now, I don't know what's going to happen of this, of course, but at the same time we have, Bill Barr and John Durham doing these investigations. They might be forced to speed things up. We now have the exact changes that were made from the previous version. The most obvious change is that Pelosi moved the responsibility and control from the entire House of Representatives to only the House Judiciary Committee. Here's the long language. The two most recent resolutions adopted by the House to authorize, this is the old language. The two most recent resolutions adopted by the House to authorize an impeachment investigation were taken up by unanimous consent at the request of the Rules Committee chair. Rather than convene a committee meeting to order the resolutions reported with a quorum present, the chair asked unanimous consent that the House discharge the Rules Committee and agreed to the resolution. Both of these resolutions concerned federal judges and they were agreed to without debate. In the case of the most recent authorization of a presidential impeachment inquiry, the full House did debate the resolution. The new version created by House Democrats and published on August 12 gives the authority and control to the House Judiciary Committee. Changes in bold. Okay, so we already read this, but this is the bold. In the three previous instances of judicial impeachments, however, the House did not approve a resolution explicitly authorizing an impeachment inquiry, proving they were illegitimate. And there was 3 of them in the past on Trump. The rules of the House since 1975 have granted committees the power to subpoena witnesses and materials, administer oaths, and meet at any time within the United States, powers that were previously granted through resolutions providing blanket investigatory authorities that were agreed to at the start of a Congress, or through authorizing resolutions for each impeachment investigation. In 2 of the 3 recent cases, the House agreed to separate resolutions to allow committee counsel to take affidavits and depositions. If the House does approve an authorizing resolution, then in addition to the Rules Committee, the Judiciary Committee can report an original resolution authorizing an impeachment. So it's telling you the Judiciary Committee can report an original resolution authorizing an impeachment investigation if impeachment resolutions have been referred to the committee. Those are all yes, yes, and yes. In the case of the most recent authorization of a presidential impeachment inquiry, the Judiciary Committee reported such a resolution and the full House debated it. Talking about the impeachment resolution, the full House debated it. They didn't vote on it. And here's a visual comparison of the changes. All right, well, anyway. So the Democrats took the power and responsibility away from the full House and put it into the hands of the House Judiciary Committee, meaning the full House does not need to vote to even start an impeachment. So when you move, it is also noteworthy that the new document states that the Judiciary Committee holds investigation, hearings, and markup of articles of impeachment. However, the current impeachment sham is being held by the most dishonest representative in Congress today, Adam Schiff, pencil neck, who oversees the Democrats' Intelligence Committee, not Judiciary. Next. If President Trump is an innocent man, he is doing great things for America. Across the union, Americans are outraged with the corrupt, if not criminal, actions of the current Democrat House members. Americans will not stand for this. We demand justice and the rule of law, not the destruction to the Constitution that has been going on for the past decade under Democrats in Congress and their President Obama. So I don't know what's going to happen, folks. But it looks like if Bill Barr and John Durham don't step up things could get really bad for Trump, and it could move into voting in the Senate for a Senate vote on impeachment. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just saying, we'll see what happens. This is very sad business. The White House on Tuesday formally told Speaker Pelosi and 3 other committees chairs to pound sand, calling their impeachment efforts illegitimate and dangerous, prompting a standoff with Congress. White House counsel Pat Cipollone wrote an 8-page letter to Speaker Pelosi and Dem chairs on 3 committees. The question here is, does Cipollone and the Trump administration, do they know? Do they know about what happened here, about this Judiciary Committee taking the power away from the House? I don't know. There's nothing in yet. So anyway, but earlier Tuesday, the State Department blocked the interview by EU Ambassador Gordon Sondland, who's an Obama appointee, before he was set to testify on Capitol Hill, sending the Democrats into a tailspin. House Democrats launched an impeachment inquiry into President Trump without holding a full vote on the House floor, and Trump is fighting back. So I don't know. You've heard all that other stuff. So it's getting crazy, folks. Pray. Pray that Trump stays in. I believe he will. Thank you for listening. And don't forget to donate to my channel. For only 66 cents a day, can you afford that? Who can't? I have a PayPal on the front of my YouTube channel where it says donate to End Times Prophecy News, and my P.O. Box is 16 Midway, Georgia 31320. Thank you for listening.